Returning to one of our top stories now, 5 shootings and a stabbing, making for a violent Halloween evening across the GTA. Multiple investigations continue tonight in Toronto, Brampton, and Vaughan. The numbers are frightening. 1 person is dead and 8 others are injured. So far this year in Toronto, there's been 395 shootings. That's 50 more shootings than we had at this point last year. And it's not just the number of shootings, but the type of shootings that are occurring that one former gang member believes we should all be taking note of. They want to see their shooting get hits and likes and views.
That's right. Everyone wants to be Insta-famous, and to them, this is the quickest path.
Through the 90s, Marcel Wilson, known as Junior, was running with a gang in a West End Toronto neighborhood known as Swanty Mews, on the doorstep of Parkdale. He rose to be a top-level leader with a crew known as the Looney Tunes. Into the 2000s, he worked for organized crime syndicates that to this day he will not name. When we first sat down with him in June of 2018, he wasn't shy about showing us the scars left behind from a life of hustling on the streets.
Feel the bullet right here. There's the entry room.
Oh, the bullet's still in there.
Still in there. This happened when I was maybe, 17, 18.
What were you doing the day you were shot?
Oh, boy. I don't really want to talk about that. It was a bad day.
We sat down a couple of years ago on the front steps of your home to talk about the flow of guns into this city, the amount of shootings we're seeing. In just that short period of time, have things changed drastically?
Oh, absolutely. Things have gone haywire since then.
In 2018, we set a new record for shootings in Toronto. Though so far this year, there's been a 16% increase, 29% more victims, and 55% more shootings with no injuries. It's that last statistic that Junior believes we should be laser focused on.
When you're firing more shots, when you're shooting more shots for the only purpose there can be for terror, for fear.
In search of answers, Junior has sat down and spoken with some of the gun-wielding youth on our streets. He's come to a startling realization. Unlike his day, when guns were fired as a means to make money, today cash isn't what's motivating many of the shootings.
They're utilizing social media to start beefs or issues with other neighborhoods that literally start over a video. So no money behind it, no turf behind it. Well, let's go shoot up whoever's walking around in that area. I wouldn't call this gangbanging anymore. I would call this something else. I would call it extremism. I would call it radicalization.
You say you've talked to people in organized terror groups. What is the warning that they're giving you about what we're seeing now?
Well, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of what extremism looks like, of what radicalization looks like. So you can take a group like Incel, where we didn't see that coming. So society needs to become aware that these young people are angry and that they want change.
Junior, who's now the founder of the One by One movement, says there's no quick or easy fix for the violence we're experiencing on our streets, though he says dealing with some root causes would be key. Things like classism, poverty, and mental health. He also believes we need to be holding social media sites accountable for the type of posts they allow.